All right, chat. Let's get back to it on the baseball side of things, as we do with lovely North America versus the world. We're ready to go for the 2029 season. Warrior, absolutely. I'll play whatever games you want me to on that night. I promise. I promise. But yeah, this will be an interesting one. Mills as well. What's going on? I have the teams fully set up. We're ready to go for the start of this season. Let's go over our teams and kind of talk about some things, though, because things aren't quite as we wanted them to be. And we start off in the catching position with chat, where Lonnie Duarte is going to have to be your starting catcher because it put him on the 40-man in those prior years. He would have to be put on waivers, and you probably don't want to lose him for nothing. So Lonnie ends up being the starting major league catcher this year. Tyrone Ray in AAA, Jeff Long in double. So maybe not totally ideal, but, you know, shout out to Duarte. But this is the only way to make sure that each of your three catchers that actually have a potential that's worth a damn are actually getting starting playing time. So at first base, chat's got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Jeff Adams. David Tulibits. I was going to say Tubilowicz, and that wasn't it at all. Also looking okay in AAA. Gavin Lux still at second base. He dropped back down to an 87, but he's still been a great pickup for you guys. John Slaughter at third base. You got the Young and Walk and then Ellis. I mean, prospect-wise, it's starting to look okay. You know, and as we talk about, like, oh, what's chat going to want to scout out this year? I mean, I feel like it's relatively straightforward, right? Like, you do still kind of need to find the guy at catcher. First base, you got a couple more prospects in there. First base is a not really. Second base is a kind of, if not an outright focus, right? Like, Gavin Lux is the only guy there. But third base is looking okay. It's all right. It's not amazing, but it's all right. Shortstops, J.P. Crawford still there. Robert Spasato, not that far behind him. And then Miles Naylor. So, interesting spot at shortstop. Like, Spasato's probably going to end up being the starter. Left field, Spencer Steer. You guys drafted Colin Graves last year. Will be developing up. Center field, Tyrone Taylor's there. Also, Floyd Horton, it has to be on the major league roster due to the same issues we talked about with the catcher. The good thing is he's a pinch running threat. He's a switch hitter. You know, he won't be totally out of place. He'll get some opportunities, but yeah, with Marcus Weber there at center field now, you're looking good. And then, of course, Juan Soto on right now, 30 years old. Nobody behind him, though. You still only have two right fielders on roster. And then the pitching situation we'll get to in a second. But when we look at the lineup, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised to see Chat's team maybe push for the playoffs. I don't know if they'll make it, but I think they'll push for a playoff spot. Like, that top four is pretty damn good. So right field and second base, probably, right? Like, right field, second base, catcher, probably your big three. And then obviously pitching is always in the kind of. Relievers would be more needed than starters. But, you know, early second round, you always take a flyer on a reliever and you'll be fine. But in terms of the pitching, Dylan Cease, Yuri Perez now at a 93. Richie Christensen's on the roster again, Jim David, and then Matt Harmon was worth starting in the majors this year. And then the bullpen is Brad Keller, Pedro Ponce, Michael Fulmer in his 212 break. Derek Hope is there, as he was deemed last night, Jonathan Lasagna, and then free agent signing Gregory Santos. I'm just saying. And again, Pedro Ponce is the third guy that would have to go through waivers, so he's on the major league roster. That guy's 27 already. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like the high-end star power for Chat could do some work. For my Mermen, not as great. Luis Garcia, Ranger Suarez has taken the money and run. He's given up. He's declining. Erod, Kikuchi. I have Dakota Hudson as a filler player. The bullpen's looking okay, though. Alzolay, Cervantes, Robert Fujita, Quiones, Juan Soto, Enrique Angeles. I actually have a pretty good bullpen so far. Long-term starters, that's a little bit scary. And then the lineup, again, it's not terrible. My manager's not playing Moreno at second, third, or left, which really sucks because it could play him at left instead of Felipe Peralta. It's okay. I might not be the worst team in the league this year. Don't think I'll be a playoff team, though. I think that's fair to say. And in terms of what I need, I really don't need a catcher at all. Pretty good in that position. First base, it's in the kind ofs. You know, Felipe Casillas is going to do a job for me over the next couple of years. Second base is also in the, it's in the kinda. It's in the kinda, not really's. Third base, I still need a long-time third baseman. Still need that. How's the Ichiro regen looking? Oh, don't worry. I was planning on showing you guys. Shortstops, I desperately need somebody for when Kim retires, which will be in the next couple of years. Left field, got Sean Valley. That's about it. I still need a left fielder, imagine. Center field, got Glenn Camp, Luke Gehringer. I put the center field in the kind of not really category. And then right field, Moises Gomez, Richie Molina. Yeah, it's also in the kind of same spot there. Relievers I'd put in kind of, and then I'd also consider starters to be up there. So, but yeah, in terms of me, this fucking COVID cough, saying I need a left fielder. He's a 90 at 22 years old. And again, at least 5 years after this, 5 years out from getting a chance at securing him unless they offer me this guy in a trade. It's a nightmare. Every day is a nightmare. But let's get the season underway. I want to get to another draft, see what the next twist to the tale is for this year. So for chat, it'll be catchers, second baseman, and right fielders to start it off. And let's see who you guys can find this year. COVID won't let you go. I mean, I've tested negative like a week and a half, 2 weeks now. But yeah, it's just this lingering, every once in a while kind of cough, and it sucks. AJ, what's going on? Congrats on the old Canucks there. By the time this comes out on YouTube, people will be like, they got swept in the first round. It'll be funny. Let's see. For myself, let's do some discovery. Help, I'm closer to 30 today. As a 30-year-old man, I say, have fun. Have fun. Get ready for this nightmare. You're not allowed, correct, you're not allowed to offer trades yourself. Any trade you get has to come to the trade block. That is the way it plays out, so we don't get too bogged down with custom trade offers or anything. I'm 36. There is no help. All right, let's see. I need outfielders. Let's see. And I need a different song from Spotify here. Please. When in doubt, go with an old FIFA song. That's the way to do it. Y'all have me afraid to get older. Getting older's fun. Let's be honest. It's a good time. It's better than, the alternative. Like, what is the alternative? There is no alternative, so getting older's okay. Let's see. Third baseman. Primary focus for me this year. If there going to be anybody, Venezuelan Elvis Medeiros. And a big shout out to J Rose for the 30 months. J Rose, what's going on, my man? How are you? All right, we got Elvis Medeiros, Vernon Rosas as well. Cool beans. See what we got from them. And then for you guys, catcher, and then off to second baseman. Catcher, second base, and right field was the goal. The alternative to getting older is getting younger. If you can't find the fountain of youth, that sounds like a skill issue. Oh, man. I mean, who amongst us hasn't taken a dip in the old fountain of youth, you know? Nice, AJ. I mean, hey, that's a sick gift, in my opinion. All right, let's see. Second base East, second base International, and it was right field. There we go. Misery as a Buffalo Sabres fan continues. I mean, it's your fault for being a fan of them at this point, Dusty. I don't know what to tell you. You're doing it to yourself at this point. You should know better by now. Darren Hoyer out of the Netherlands. South Korean Brian Park. Baseball fan as well. What's up? Could be a Blue Jackets fan. I mean, that's about the same. And then the other two. All right. I also need to make sure I scout out shortstops. Not a great start. Leland back in the draft for the second year in a row. Let's take a look at you. Let's see what we got. And I set up chats, right? I did. Let's see. Chats team's hanging around 500 like I thought they might. Not doing too bad. Central, East, and I mean JD first and foremost. That's awesome. You JD, so you're older than I am by a couple of years, but you want to make you feel old. I'm the youngest of 5, and I have 2 nieces in their 20s. I'm 30. So there. Got you topped on that. With your freaking 1-year-old nephew, but happy birthday to your nephew. Oh, God. All right. Let's see. And then for myself here. Okay, Brian Park's looking okay. My youngest brother turns 30 in July, but yeah. All right. What else? Who else? Oh, goodness. I mean, tiebreaker, there's not much else to do up this way. Come to Maine and it's, you know, just be like, well, what's there to do? Not much. Wow, there are like no shortstops available to me here. This is a shame. Leland's the only one.
Here comes a pizza. See it?
All right, that's not great. Baseball is life. You are great, though. Thank you for the 27. You guys have been very kind with the resubs tonight. Thank you for that. I hope you have all had a good day. Good day, sir. A good month. A good year. Come on now. A good life. Let's see, Daniel Chavez. Taking bets on what will happen first. Bills Super Bowl winning, the Sabres making the playoffs. Sabres making the playoffs because the Bills ain't winning shit. Hate to tell you. Wow, I think there was one left fielder for me. Yep. Oh, man, I am not getting a ton of options here. The top player in the draft, Columbia. Columbia's available for me, isn't it? It has to be. Thank God Columbia's available. So the number 1 projected player in the draft is a starter that I need out of Columbia. Do I have the number 1 pick? I'm pretty sure I have the number 1 pick. It's showing me as the second pick. I thought I had the number 1 pick. Oh, God, don't do this to me again. Okay, see, JD also says I have the number 1 pick, right? I feel like I do. I fucking better. Because if it's not him, well, it would be second baseman Buddy Zavala, who's back in the draft for the second year in a row. Starter, second, and left. Colorado has the first. Oh, you're fucking right. Colorado does have the first pick again. If Colorado takes that pitcher I won't even say what I'll do. I won't even say it. If Colorado takes that fucking picture, oh my god! If a movie was being made about your life, who would you want to have play yourself? Jonah Hill if he puts the weight back on. Let's go with that. All right, let's see for chat. So you are good to go on your big three. Would you like to look at relievers next, or just look at the best players available? Let me know, chat. That is your choice. He's gonna go first overall. No. If the fucking Rockies get this guy, if I miss out on another generational talent, I am going to be so unbelievably furious. First overall pick, generational talent, I don't get the first pick. I get the first overall pick, okay. Next year, generational talent, I don't get the first again. What the fuck? I swear to God, Colorado. I swear to God. Don't fucking do this. I cannot have this happen again. I can't. Please, God, don't let this happen again. Leo Sachon. Matches two ways well. Imagine shutting the hell up, Infinite. Have you imagined that? Try imagining that for a little bit. Oh, imagine he's a two-way player. Imagine my foot in your ass. Red Foreman style. Christ. All right, there's no other catchers. Yeah, no other catchers. Fuck. All right, first baseman. Rob Berman. What a name. Japanese first baseman, Patrick Sato. God damn it. What size foot you got? 13 and a half wide. 14 and a half wide, actually. They started making 13s different. All right. So chat elected to look at best available from what I saw. So let's see who's out there for chat. Sam, I'm doing okay. We'll see how I'm actually doing in a minute. Because it could be about to get a whole lot worse. A starter and two left fielders. Imagine this challenge going in chat's favor the whole way so far. It pretty much has. So. You know, I joked on Twitter when I said I was going live. Let's see how the Rockies ruin my life tonight. LOL. Here we are. They have a chance to do it again. They sure do. So we got his first baseman. There was Sato. Just Sato at first base. Jesus. Can we have a bet if the Rockies pick that guy? Sure. Do the Rockies make Tougie want to unalive? There you go. Do the Rockies make me want to unalive? Place your bets. So we already looked at Zavala. Anybody else here? It doesn't look like it. German Jamal Gould. Old Jamal. Panama. Whole lot of Panama. Third base. I need this starter, man, because the rest of this draft class is looking pretty slim for me here. I had already looked at third baseman, so I can't imagine there'll be another one here. I might have to keep trying to fucking discover people at this point. Shortstops. South Korean Lee Lin. He was the only one. What do I got in left? Anybody? I already looked at Daniel Chavez a little bit. I legit might have to try and discover people at the very end. Center field. Brian Ojeda. It is specifically the Rockies, yes, because I have the second overall pick. I don't see any other center fielders available here, man. I'm just going to keep scrolling through and hope the available. Ken Ferdy. Ken Ferdy. How the fuck do you say that name? What even is that name? Anyway. Who else? Venezuela, Manuel Valido. So second, center, and right. Ferdy. I mean, you guys have like the 8th pick. Odds are you'll still get somebody really good. Ken's a very common name. You're right. I should totally know how to say Ken. You're right. It's my fault. Let's see. John Torres. Ahmad Ortega. And the German Glenn Pennington. So you can't look at him yet. Pedro. Starter, center, reliever. All right. Colorado has a chance to absolutely ruin my day. Honestly, it would be the second time in this same week. They have a chance to ruin my goddamn week, is what they have a chance to do. Anybody else in right field? No. Okay, pitchers. Pitchers. Venezuela, David Pereira. Second time in 2 days. Fair. I thought it was Danny Devilla. It's Vinny Davila. Raul Alonso, another closer. South Korean Michael Tan. So looks like I'll have some pitchers this year at least. And for chat, just keep looking at the top of the board. See who else you guys might be able to find. Again, Adrian Ruiz. If Colorado takes him first overall, I might just jump out a window. I might. I don't often joke about a subject like that, but Jesus Christ. Oh, next word to the show, character Danny DeVito. I'll make the trash man. It'll be the way. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Danielle DeVito. Starting to be on Reddit today about a cannibal being interviewed. Now I'm uneasy. I mean, hey, cannibals are people too. You know. Not good people. But they're people. Terms of relievers. Outright relievers. Oh, dude, this is slim pickings for me in this draft. It really is. Sweet Jesus, where are the players? Ishii. David Yu. Oh, cool. The Rockies actually won a baseball game tonight. That's good to know. Ray Rodriguez. Okay, we do have some relievers. Thank God. Continue to see who is out there for chat here. And you don't need Ruiz. You can't draft Pennington. Aaron Guildhouse. George Friedman. And Rodney Case. Starter, third, and shortstop. There we go. Oh, I'm so nervous for this draft now. Like, I knew with the outfielder, there was no chance I could get him, but literally, I have the second overall pick. I just need the Rockies to not screw me over. And I will have the future Cy Young winner that I so desperately need. Travis Gray out of Venezuela. William Takahashi. So we got Diego Molina, a lot of relievers. See, for you guys, just keep looking at that top list. Got Rob Berman out of Missouri. Henry Stockton out of North Carolina. And Carl Purcell. So starter, first, and closer. Be the focus. So we move forward. The great Japanese name of William. Yeah, they don't totally go with the region-accurate names concept. Franklin Callahan. William Aruli. Couple of Georgia boys. Jim Lyon. Starter, reliever, catcher. Could have been a military baby. It's true. It's true. Well, these extra relievers I've been scouting out so far have not been very good. Got Desmond Brown out of the Netherlands. Was Jim Lyon's partner a monkey? I mean, who's to say? We don't judge in 2024. John Zarco, another Dutch reliever. So many Venezuelans. I think we're out of relievers. Nope. Evan Sinecor, another reliever. Holy shit. And then for chat, we already set it up. Let's keep it going. A month out from this draft. You guys just beat Minnesota 19-4, by the way. A month out from this draft. I am so goddamn nervous. I cannot miss out on another high-level talent like that again. You got Tommy Nichols, Raul Infante of Wisconsin, and DJ Dukes, starter reliever left. Set up for chat. None of these relievers are worth anything, by the way. They are all so bad. Like, the only freaking players that have generated for me in this draft class are mid at best relievers. Paulie, what's going on tonight, man? Ishii, we already looked at. Desmond Brown. We do have Tadahito Yoshida at 182. Archie Lane out of the Netherlands. 184. Okay, there we go. Those are the final two relievers I at least needed to get some information on from the looks of it. Yeah. Off to starters. If I do not get this player, more importantly, if Colorado takes another player of this caliber away from me. AJ, not really. We haven't had too much luck on the Australian front. Man, I'm stressing. I am stressed. Thought video games were supposed to be fun. I am stressed. Raul Guzman, Venezuela, so you can't get that guy. Duncan Del Villar, Venezuela. Hey, there's some good pitchers at least. Look at that. Wow, I got multiple pitchers that are projected to go in the first round. That's good, but also horrifying, because it means I can only get one of them, but also at least they exist, as we've discussed before. So, could always be worse. All right, closer, reliever, starter. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, Pennington does look pretty good. A lot of these relievers are so bad. Pedro was Dominican. So we got Jayu? I don't know. Duncan Del Villar. And Raul Guzman. Caillou, yes. I don't know the words to the song. That bald bastard. Chat's team 41 and 44. Not bad. My Merman at 27 and 56. Okay. Is there any other starters I can get information on? Edgar Palacios. James Chen. And Benito Espinoza. You know, I actually shouldn't. I'm going to take a different approach for the final 2 weeks because I feel like there's too many players. I'm going to have everybody scout starting pitchers in international for the last 2 weeks. It's going to be my plan. For you guys, question now with 2 weeks to go. I mean, then again, the people that you'd want are already pretty much maxed out scouted. I think you're good to just keep up this strat of getting info. So again, Guzman, Delviar, you got James Hahn, Sean McMahon as a starter. And then Eric Billings, starter, closer. Not bad. All right, we head to the penultimate. Well, that was the penultimate week of scouting. We head to the final week of scouting. Let's see. You could get more information on guys like Torres or just continue to look. Honestly, it's probably worth continuing to look to try and get a better second round pick. So Irvin Shaw at 24. There's Enrique Nieves at number 29. So you guys pretty much have the entire first round scouted out, which is good. And then Oscar Murillo. So starter, closer, and left. And for myself, I will keep the scouting the same for the week. Here we go, chat. Are the Colorado Rockies about to ruin my goddamn day? As Abner Uribe has been traded for Roger Gall and Chance Murray. Please, Colorado, don't do this to me again. Don't do this to me again. You cannot take 2 generational talents away from me in 3 years. You can't do it. You cannot do it. Wait, where the hell is he? What happened? They changed their draft rankings? Oh my God. Was he a trap? Was he a fucking trap card the whole time? It was Nieves, wasn't it? It was this guy, wasn't it? He's now showing up as injured in the doctor exam. I'm not wrong that it was Nieves, right? Your guy was from Colombia. Okay, so it wasn't him. There was Pennington. Where the fuck did this guy go? Did he just decide to not go pro? Did he go play fucking football or something? Where the fuck did he go? He fucking disappeared. If I saw my options with a Rocky or the Merman, I'd retire too. He fucking disappeared. He wasn't a closer. He was a starter. Maybe he's a two-way? I don't see a Ruiz anywhere. Adrian Ruiz. Did you die? Did my future Cy Young winning starter die? Is he baseball's Len Bias? Like, what the fuck just happened?